He's like the most documented individual that I've ever met. He documents everything.
Social media?
He documents everything. Like, you should definitely do a movie out of your content.
It's gonna come.
Okay.
It's gonna come. As I said to my young nieces and nephews, what if I don't do it before I die? I'm leaving it all to you in an archive that
No,
you've
you
got
don't
to manage.
understand. Like when I say the archives that you have is.
I know you're on it. Now you're in it.
Do you have a contact? So
Yeah, I'm on Instagram, Cloglo.
and then the
CLOGLO.
long ones are 100. Those ones are 250. Yeah.
And you're very familiar to me. I don't know why you're familiar to me.
Go to OCAD.
You used to go to OCAT? No, I didn't go. I'm not an art person.
My bad.
No, don't be bad. No.
Band?
Probably through band. You probably know Courtney, my good friend Courtney. Yeah. What's your name?
I don't know in person, but just know Mabuto.
Namuto?
Mabuto.
Dabuto. What's the heritage of that?
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe. All right.
You know I can't do that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you just do a...
You just did the click.
Click and sound at the same time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you find me?
Sorry, what is it? Yeah.
CLOGLO.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Cloglo, and I'm the only Cloglo.
Where's the name from?
No, it's in my parents. Clovis, Gloria. The first, is it syllables? The first three letters of each their name. Yeah, and then my other account says Visria, which is the last three. So Clovis, Gloria, Cloglo, Visria. Way to remember them, to keep them with me. So, thank you. But before I go anywhere, what I'm doing is because I've realized I never actually interviewed and say, so tell them who you are. I mean, we've been in spaces, we've held space. I've held my camera when we've been just having conversation,
so
but
much,
I've never ever said to you, tell me your name, brother, and what is it? What's your name?
My name is Yao Tony. So Yao YAW Tony TONY, and I'm an artist designer based in Toronto.
All right.
And I background in architecture and fine art. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the work mostly that you're showing here, that I've mostly seen of you, what would you describe this work?
So they are artwork on silks, so they can be treated as scarves, or you can hang them like how it's hanged on the frame. One thing I'm realizing at the fair that most people are buying the scarves and they're framing them instead of wearing it, but they are meant to be wearable art. So yes, yeah.
And I remember once having a conversation with you. Well, I was in space with you. We were talking about, at the end of the day, you're thinking about a sort of Hermes kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
so that, and I've been getting that a lot at the fair. Like everyone is comparing me to it, but they are inspiration to me. I love what they have done, so that's the aim for the brand, to take it up there. Yes.
But what would you say is people look at it and go Hermes, but for you, what is it that's your inspiration? What's the story you're telling with this?
So most of the pieces focus on like potential in us, right? So I tend to tell stories that is speaking to the inner you, to expose yourself to the world. I heard something that was very profound, that many of us die never exposing ourselves. So we die with the gifts with us. So that was the main inspiration to start this. So to create artworks that create conversation that expose you to you per se. What are the gifts that you're supposed to bring to the world? So those kind of conversations, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm always telling the stories in that aspect, yeah.
And remember, at that event gathering,
Yeah.
we all said, "No, man, you're bigger than Hermes."
I know.
You're telling a whole other story, and
Yeah.
Hermes is its own thing.
Yeah.
And even Hermes is regularly featuring partnerships with African artists. Because
Yes.
actually, I bought a couple of their scarves whenever
Okay,
they do that.
yes.
Right?
I've been told by Karen
Yeah.
of Band, yeah. I think she bought one of the scarves and she showed me, and then that conversation has went on as well, yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'm looking forward to that, yeah.
Because I think you're telling, when I look at even the prints and what you're doing, you're telling, and you've also expanded the series of different
Yeah.
representations,
Yes, I have.
right?
Yes.
So it's incredible. And
Yeah.
what is it that, what is the inspiration when you're thinking of a new piece to represent?
Oh, normally it would be like, so for, like, let's say I'll start off, I have an exhibition coming and there's a theme. And then it will spin off, the scarves will spin off from that theme. Or I'll come across like a folklore coming from Ghana or wherever it is. And then I'll expand on that folklore. I'll turn that into artwork, and I'll expand it, and then I'll have like variations of the series. So yeah,
Really?
So there's always like a lengthy conversation that I'm having, yeah, with the scarves
And
with
Ghana
the artwork.
and your heritage Ghana.
Yes. I was born in Ghana, grew up here, but there's so much stories in Ghana that has not been told, or in Africa. Like we always have this discussion that there's so much stories that they have not exposed. Yeah, so we're trying to bring them into a space where we can have these conversations.
And your book, you came up with this incredible
And
book.
this book has majority of my artworks. Yes.
And how did the idea of the book come about? Because all of a sudden, I
So
saw
it
this-
was part of an exhibition that I had the end of 2022. I did an exhibition called Black Palette, which is also the self-title of the book.
excellent,
Right,
excellent,
and it was just a combination of a compilation of most of my artwork that I put together for the book.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I won't keep you long because I got people wanting to come
Oh,
chat with you and check in with
it's
you.
always a pleasure
So
seeing you.
how do they reach you? How do people get
So like Yao Tony at Instagram, and Life Liveth, that's the brand. So you can reach me there. Yeah.
Brilliant. See, after all these years.
I know, I
It's the
know.
first time I'm actually doing this. All right, folks. Come on in and come get some.
But you like, man, if you know this guy, like the whole city of Toronto, pretty much he has covered every corner of Toronto you can think of. So
And
it's
beyond.
amazing. and beyond.
Wherever
So it's
black
amazing.
people, wherever queer people, black queer people, cool people, interesting people,
Yes.
I'm there.
No, yeah. I can't wait to see a movie out of this. I can't wait. No, honestly. So
All right, well.
it's a lovely.
All right, I'll let you go, man. To your folks. Beautiful.
All right,
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So where are you guys gonna be when like do you know
I told him I can't because I gotta go to barbecue.
like you might come to the barbecue?
No, it was earlier.
Oh, is it
I actually
fun?
forgot it was gonna happen. I told him to tell you that if the smoke is looking for the final one, even though I can't even get to that. And he's trying to grab it.
Okay. I'll see if I can get him to come there tomorrow.
That would be better because they.
Look at the beautiful black folks.
That's 7. I'm here to 7.
Oh, okay.
And tomorrow is 6.
Are you gonna be busy afterwards?
No,
Like you,
I
like you
think
have to
that
clean up and stuff.
clean up and put in the car and I'll be in the city.
Excellent. That's fine. That makes sense.